Good morning and welcome you all to 1 week hands-on workshop on advanced Python programming by Dr. B. Nagaraju Garu, Assistant Professor, Department of CSE, National Institute of Technology, Nagaland. Our institution, Chalapathi Institute of Technology, Motadaka, was established in the year 2008 by Sri Y.V. Anjaneyal Garu and is accredited by NAC with A grade. Since the inception of the institution, we are giving topmost priority in imparting high-quality technical education by conducting various programs like faculty development programs, seminars, workshops, guest lectures for the benefit of the students, faculty, research scholars, and the people from the industry. Due to COVID-19 pandemic situation, it is imperative for us to go for the webinars for the benefit of the needy community. And in this regard, we planned a series of webinars covering all the branches and faculty development programs. Today, we are starting this 1 week hands-on workshop on this advanced Python programming. The main objective of this workshop is, this 1 week advanced Python programming workshop is designed to emphasize the concepts of Python, to implement real-time examples by making use of the concepts of file management, database connectivity, network programming, fundamentals of web application development, basics of video and image processing, catching concepts in operating system. This is most useful in the present circumstances because in the all emerging areas are coming, and this topic is going to be useful for each and everyone. And this is 1 week program. I request all the participants to stay for all the 7 days of this program. And coming to the resource person of this 1 week workshop, I am very much thankful to Dr. B. Nagaraju Garu on behalf of myself and Chalapathi Institute of Technology, Motadaka, immediately accepting our request and sparing his time to conducting this program. And I also thank our Professor, Dean Research and Development, Dr. P. Balamurali Krishna Garu, for inviting Dr. Nagaraju Garu to give this program. I also thank Sri Udaykaran Garu, IQAC coordinator, for making arrangements for this program. I also thank HODs of CSE and EC department and the faculty for making this program in a good way. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, sir. I request Dean R&D speak few words about the workshop.
Good morning, all of you. A hearty welcome all the participants to this 1 week workshop on advanced Python programming to be organized by Chalapathi Institute of Technology, Motadaka, Guntur. Firstly, I want to thank Dr. B. Nagaraju Garu for accepting our request and giving consent to act as the resource person for this wonderful workshop. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
And the schedule is given in the WhatsApp group. As you know, the program is planned for 7 days and consisting of 8 sessions. First day we have 2 sessions, and from second day onwards, daily we have 1 session. Particularly, the important thing about this workshop is the learning paradigm that we have taken. As we shared in the WhatsApp group, this program is designed covering all the applications of Python. Firstly, we focus on basics, then we go for applications of Python based on some case studies. This program will be completely interactive and you can learn more about Python. Our resource person has designed this program in a good way and a useful way. And I suggest all of you, all the participants, make use of this opportunity to learn the advanced Python programming. I wish all the best to all the participants, and I hope that this will be a good learning experience to all of you. Have a wonderful, nice 7 days. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. I am delighted to introduce Dr. B. Nagaraju garu, resource person of 1 week hands-on workshop on advanced Python programming. Dr. Nagaraju garu obtained BTech CSc degree from College of Engineering, Andhra University in the year 2005, MTech in CSc from College of Engineering, Andhra University in the year 2008, and PhD from National Institute of Technology, Nagaland in 2019. He had industry experience of 5 years as technology consultant at prestigious HP Group, Bangalore, and project leader at Tech Mahindra R&D Service Center, Bangalore. He had teaching experience of 7 years, out of which is 6 years as assistant professor at National Institute of Technology, Nagaland. He had administrative experience of deputy registrar, university nodal officer, faculty advisor of NIT Nagaland. His areas of interest is online social networks, wireless communication, 5G networks, Internet of Things, etc. Thank you, sir. Thank you for accepting the invitation.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for registering this program. All the participants will stay for 7 days. The sessions will like interactive. After completion of the session, you will get the what program we have discussed will be posted in the group. Chat box is on. Only you use that chat box for the clearing of doubts and if you have any problems. And e-certificate will be sent to registered mail IDs after successful completion of 7 days. Thank you, sir. You may start now.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you. The kind words that you have spoken about me. Hello, everyone. This is Dr. Nagaraju Baideti. I am privileged and I am honored to represent the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, National Institute of Technology, Nagaland. So you can see the photo of me is so beautifully designed, but all of a sudden, if you see me the video, maybe I look very weird. So don't worry about that. This is the effect of the pandemic right now we are going through. So I think I will stop my video and let us, before starting the session, I would like to just take a few minutes of the guidelines that I am going to teach you. It is not teaching the guideline, but the guidelines that I am going to follow. And I encourage every one of you also to follow the same. So the first guideline is I am not going to use PyCharm, PyJupyter. I am not going to use any hi-fi IDE environments. So in this group, I myself, maybe you people may not know, I have my childhood friend also joining, who is working in IT field more than a decade. Maybe they may contradict me, my words, why Nagaraju is asking us not to do the hi-fi IDEs. Professor V. Ramachandran, you may not know him, but he is my godfather kind of person in technical aspect. He guided me for my successful PhD. So he told one day, I came from industry to NIT Nagaland. So when I always use IDEs, like example Eclipse for Java. So he told me one thing, that stop using IDEs. So at that point of time, I could not understand immediately. But slowly, when I had an impact of learning from his heart, not through his words, when I started walking with him, unknowingly, I stopped using IDEs and I started typing the program on a plain notepad. So in these entire sessions, I am going to take you through an interactive sessions, and I am not going to use any IDE, which may contradict with the industry people. Why it is contradictory, I will say. In industry, you have to run along with the competitive world. But as a student, in one dimension, you have to run. But in another dimension, in one dimension like getting more salary, getting more knowledge about different applications, obviously you have to run. But where you should go slow is learning. Many people say, when I used to be the coordinator for campus selections, many industry HRs will tell there is a lot of gap, vacuum between the industry and the academics. Then who can bridge the gap? One technology came, you might be studying C language. By the time C language, see, when I studied my BTech, I don't know anything about the mobile applications, which are right now we are using. But now, if I have to sustain in this world, I should also learn that. So how far we will learn the new things? We have to keep on learning till we are in this industry. As an engineer, you may be from different discipline. But where you have to go slow is when you are laying the foundations of learning. So why I am telling this 5-10 minutes kind of motivation is, anyways, we are going to have a 1 week session. That 1 week session, I am going to learn from you and you are going to learn from me. We all will walk together. Start typing any program from a plain notepad. Why I am not going to tell you? When I am handling the sessions, by default, you will understand the power of learning from a notepad. Here, I am going to use Notepad++ because it looks a little colorful. So Notepad does not have color. So maybe I customized my concept by using Notepad++. If you don't have, you can also install. Second thing is, I am going to post all the programs which I am teaching right now in front of you in the WhatsApp group. So don't worry if you are not having the WhatsApp group link. So I think slowly, one by one will be added. So maybe by end of the session today, before starting the second session today, then only I will post, so that some people who are yet to join, they can also join. Because once I post, if you join later, you may miss those programs. That is the second thing. Okay. So with this very small introduction, let us start our session. So now I will stop my video and share my screen. So before starting my session, am I audible to you? Can somebody type in chat? Am I audible to you, or you are facing any issues in? So to see the chat, okay, share the screen. And then after sharing the screen, I think I cannot chat or what? Yeah, I can. No. Am I audible to you guys? Yes, audible. Yeah, fine. Okay. Okay, then let us start. Now you see, I am not using the mouse. I am just pressing Microsoft R button. I am opening the command prompt. So don't worry. If you open the command prompt, it will be black color in the background. So I changed the background to white and foreground to black. I hope you people are able to see my screen. Okay, so this is how I am going to teach you the Python programming concepts. Third one, which I thought of telling, but I forgot to tell, is when you are learning something from internet, obviously I will not say no, that you should not do the knowledge gathering from internet, but my sincere request is, don't do Control-C, Control-V. Never do that. Type each and every line, what you are seeing there in internet by yourself. I request every participant not to draw anything. Please don't touch the screen. By default, the annotations are disabled, but I only requested the organizers to start the annotation only for me. Okay, so don't copy paste the programs. See, I am again asking you, people are writing on the screen. I sincerely request everyone, kindly don't touch the screen. Okay, so quickly let us start. You might have already Python installed with any version. That is fine with me. The version what I am using. So if you type Python, this is the first day is a very much basic session. So some people who are already having idea, They may know the command what I am teaching, but mostly I will make sure you will learn something new even in the basic concept. So when I type Python, so here it says, let me mark it. Let me mark here. So here you can see Python 3.8.3. Okay. So by default, it is giving Python 8.3. That is fine. But many people will know that the command prompt gives the version. But how to get the version from any method in Python, that we are going to see very soon. Now, sir, if you have any option to record the session, I think kindly start the recording so that you can also share with
I
me.
have already started on YouTube live program is recording, sir.
Okay, okay, thank you, thank you. Now, let me start the Python with a simple concept called as 1. You may be wondering, what is advanced Python programming doing with 1? So when I typed 1, it gave the output as 1. What does it mean? Can somebody say, what does it mean? Can somebody unmute or can somebody chat? What does this 1 output means? What does this 1 stands for? I am going to explain anyways. Can somebody? Yeah, somebody is typing output, numerical value, true. Yes, I agree with you. This is the output which is shown as 1. Yes, somebody has typed numerical value, that is 1. So 1, somebody is saying 1 is true. Okay. So if I say 0, it says, oh, somebody is typing it is a constant. Yes, it prints what you write. No need to write print command. Fine. Okay. Now, let me type A. When I type 1, it has given me the output also as 1. But when I type A, it said name A is not defined. Why? It's a variable. Somebody says data type, a variable, no value assigned. Okay. String can't be printed. It is not a string. A is not a string. When A will become string, when you enclose in single quotes or double quotes. In Python, there is no individual character. Everything is a string. So in C language, single quote is a character, double quote is a string. But in Python, either you encapsulate a character or a group of characters. In single quote or double quote, it becomes a string. So even if I give double quote, it has printed as single quote, that is fine. Now what does it mean? When I said normal A, as you already know, A cannot be a string without a double quote. So it thought A is a variable. So if I say A equal to 1, and again if I print A, it prints 1. Absolutely fine. But what I am trying to explain you here is, let us open a notepad. So I am coming out of the command prompt. So I created a directory called as Chalapathi Engineering College. So whatever I am going to explain you, all those programs will be stored in this particular directory. Let me clear the screen. So now NPP, see NPP, something like notepad. If you say notepad x.py, example, it will say x.py is not there whether you want to create or not. If I say create, it will create. Okay, let me not create it. Similar to this notepad, I have created a shortcut. Instead of typing notepad++, in the C colon program files where notepad++.exe is there, if you wonder what I am actually telling, so let me open my C drive once. In program files, I think program files 86. I have Notepad++. In the Notepad++, the actual executable file is notepad++.exe. But what I have done, let me click the annotate. Yeah. What I have done here is I created a shortcut npp.exe and I added that to my path so that it is easy for me simply to type npp. So in case if you want to start exactly like that, then you need also a shortcut like this. This technique I am using from almost 3 years. So npp understand variables.py. So this is a program which I already typed. So it will open that program in the Notepad++ editor, text editor. It is a pure text editor. Are you able to see my editor? Are you able to see my editor? 1 second, because I am starting the editor right now. Let me see. You are able to see my editor? Okay. Now, the first comment line, what I have written here is Python is a dynamically typed language. So what is dynamically typed language? Now coming to C language, example, let me open the, you have to give, I'm just typing for your understanding. I'm not going to execute this. You have to give integer A or floating point F or character C, or if you want to give a pointer, array, structure, anything. So before using any variable, you have to mention the data type. Otherwise, it will not execute the program at all. First of all, it will not even compile. Forget about the execution. It will not compile. Okay. So now let us see what exactly Python does. Now I write a equal to 1. When I say print a, it printed the value. I never told what is the data type of a. Now, if you want to know the data type of a, okay, so can somebody tell me how to get the data type of a in Python? Can somebody just type in the chat? Okay, so people are aware of it. So some people have typed correctly. So what I have to do is I have to print type. Type is a method, type of a. Now you see what it says. A equal to 1, we all know it in C language as a variable. I hope you people will agree with me. But now when I said a equal to 1, it has given the type not as integer. It has not given as int. Rather, it has given as class int. That means here a is a variable, but which refers to an object of class int. That means a is an object. In Python, as you already know, it follows the object-oriented programming paradigm. A becomes an object. Okay. Then, depending upon the value of a, I have assigned it as 1. It has by default assigned the object reference to a class int by default. I didn't declare anything as int. Now, in C language, example, let us come back here. Let me erase the annotation. Oh, sorry. 1 second. Initially, it may take, I think in GoToMeeting annotation, clearing is clear all drawings. Yeah, option is there. I am new to this annotation in Zoom, so forgive me for the delay initially. Okay. In C language, you give int a equal to 1. Okay. Then you do printf, scanf, whatever you do. But can you give in the same program as, okay, in C language, I have to give in double quotes. my next question is 576. Gopi raised hand. Somebody is raising any doubts? Can you please unmute yourself? Somebody raised the hand. Can you unmute only one person at a time and ask? Somebody has electronically raised hand. Yeah, can somebody please ask me what is the problem? Any issues are there? Because it is an online program, we have very less control of what I am actually seeing. Any issues? Two participants are raising hands, so it is visible to me, so I have to stop my presentation now. No issues. Okay. So kindly don't raise hand unless until it is required then. Fine. So now my question here is, in C language, see, I am not here comparing the C language and Python, and for your kind information, C language is the most powerful language which was without any controversy, right? So I am not comparing here. I am not saying Python is greater than C. No, cannot be at any point of time. But why I am comparing here C language is, C language is statically typed language, or you can say strongly typed, not statically typed. I should say strongly typed. What is this strong? What is this type? Type belongs to the data type of the variable or a pointer or any structure, array, union, anything, a function return type. So data type can be something which talks about the data type of particular identifier. But here it says dynamically typed. That means not that we are dynamically typing it, right? It is dynamically assigning the data type on the runtime. In C language, if you give integer a equal to 1, then if you say a equal to Python, it will say, boss, kindly go back and learn the syntax. Okay. So now let me erase these things and come back to the command prompt again. I am still in the command prompt, right? If you have any doubt, you see, if I say print a, it still printed the value a, and if I say type of a, it says class int. Now I will say a equal to 3.14. It immediately executed. The command prompt became successful. That means the Python interpreter has no problem at all in this statement. That it has agreed a equal to 1. It has agreed a equal to 3.14. Obviously, when I print a, it will print 3.14. There is no problem. Now, if I print type of a, the class int object which it was referring to immediately got changed to class float object. This is what is called as dynamically typed language. That means there is no need that the data type is strongly coupled, attached, bound to the identifier. Here, based on the value you are assigning to the object which is referring, basically a variable is nothing but a reference object here. A here is a reference object. It is not a pure variable. It is a variable. Basically, it refers to an object of class int, class float. Now, I say, so let me type my institute, NIT Nagaland. It didn't throw any error. Now, if I say print a, it says NIT Nagaland. Fine. Now, if I say, see, I am typing everything, not that I can also run the program. But why I am typing to you is I want to stress or emphasize, or you need to focus that practice any command in Python like this. Not only in command prompt, you can also write a program. That also I will show you. Then it will ease in learning the syntax. Now you see, it says class string. So this concept is called as dynamically dynamically typed language. That means on the runtime, based on the value assigned to that reference object, by default, the object type also changes. Okay, now let us come out of the command prompt. That 3 greater than symbol is the Python command prompt. Clear the screen. Now I will teach you how to type the program in a notepad environment, and then let us execute. Okay, so you can see the highlighted one from line number 1 to 15 is basically the same thing what I have done on the command prompt. We are trying to do that on a program. Now I came here and saved. What is the guarantee that I saved? Let me make it as 100. Now you see here, understand variables became red. So I just click my save button. It became saved. Now close the notepad, complete notepad plus plus. Now you can see other than my command prompt and the C colon. Okay, let me close that. Now you see other than zoom and other than command prompt, nothing is opened. Now you say dir. Okay, some more programs are there which I am going to explain you. So there is a program called as understand variables. Where is it? Let me just see. This is the one. You see now the time in my machine is almost 11:05. So now only I saved because I changed a equal to 100. So there is no wonder that I am doing some magic here, right? Now let me erase all the drawings, clear all the drawings. Now, how to execute the program which is written in Notepad++ or Notepad? Very simple. Py or Python. Now, if you say py, unless until you set the path, when you are installing, you have to click save path to my environment variables option, or you need to go to in a Windows mode environment variables in the advanced system settings. There or from the command prompt. You see, if I say path, lot of things are coming for me. The first one is my Python path is already set. Unless until your Python path is set, you will not be able to execute the program from the command prompt. Okay, then if you still have any doubt how to set a path, you can browse the internet or you can privately chat with me in the WhatsApp. I will teach you. Okay, so now py understand variables.py. Now you see the output came. What is the output? Same. Now let me open again. You see, I am not opening, I am not going to the mouse, opening, right click, open with Notepad, open with Microsoft. No, you have to open the program also from the command prompt. NPP understand variables, automatically it will open. This is how. Then when you are done with the program, close the complete Notepad++. Don't open multiple windows. If you open multiple windows, then you have to change in one place. It will not get affected in another place. Lot of operating system issues will come, right? So one same book cannot be written by two people on a same page. The same concept. I am talking about multiple pages open. Now, this is not ending here. I think without explaining you, I executed one thing in Python. Okay, let me highlight that. I wrote print ID of A. What is ID? ID is identity of an object in Python. ID stands for identity. What is identity, sir? It is nothing but the address, the random access memory, the main memory address where it is stored. In C language, we say address. In Python, we say identity, but both are same. Okay. Now, what ID of any object? ID will take only one object. ID method needs one object. Okay. Now, let us try to understand the output, what it throws. Let me minimize the screen. Let me minimize the screen. Okay, I should again clear the annotations. I think this Zoom clearing annotation is a little bit tough. Go to meeting is very easy. Okay, fine, no problem. Now, if you observe, see here, the address location of A equal to 100 is 1178 something. There is an address. Okay. So when A equal to 100 is given, it is stored in one memory location called as 1784 something something, right? The moment I give A equal to 3.14, now you see the address location. Then immediately the address changes. You have changed only the value of A. Here, two things are happening in the background. The two things are, first, the class int object is completely flushed out of the memory. It is not there in the RAM. That's why it has created another object called A again. And it has given as reference object of class float. And now you see the address is changing. It is proved here. I am not telling anything which is from my own story. It is exactly what Python is doing. I don't know how many of you are learning this particular thing first time. If you already know, because it is a workshop, I have to cover some basics. So I am covering this. Okay. Now you see the third statement, A equal to Python, not only flushed the object float as string, it also gave a different memory location. You see, the program is very simple what I wrote. Okay. Now let me just pause here. Let me go back to the annotate, clear all my drawings and close the annotations. It is a very simple program. Many people have the tendency of learning Python in this method, like A equal to 1, B equal to 2, C equal to A plus B, print A, print B, then print C. We will be very happy. Oh, C equal to A equal to B I gave. So B came to A came to C. Oh, I did a small mistake. So let me rectify. A equal to 1, B equal to 2, C equal to A plus B, and print C or A comma B comma C, 1 comma 2 comma 3, it printed. This is not Python. This is not Python at all. What is Python? If you are writing one line, you should go deep into the details. Now, in my entire session, I am going to teach only this part. Okay. So afternoon session, we will see so many other basic concepts. Here, I just want to stop one thing and I want to ask some questions. So before asking some questions, I will tell one more important fact, that is, an engineer should ask questions why it is happening. I'm not asking questions to me in this workshop alone. Whenever you are learning something, you should ask, you should look for a reason. What is the logic behind it? What is the logic behind it? If you simply take a variable and print it, then you will not understand. But if you are typing the address, simply if you print the address, okay, output came, okay, over. Madam will give some marks, sir will give some marks, over. It is not going to work out like this, my dear friends. Okay, so you need to go in depth. Sir, what is in depth you are talking about? Okay, so before going into the deep concepts of what is number one, which I typed. Okay, let me ask some questions to you. We can write all the code in single line. Yes, you can write in a single line, but you have to put semicolon. So that's fine. Yeah. Now tell me, are you able to understand the way I am explaining the concept? Can somebody just type? Is the flow okay? I will just wait for 30 seconds and I will start. Yeah, if Python is new to someone, then obviously whatever you are learning, it will be new. But if somebody already have Python in their mind, now let us go back. Let us not waste our time. I am just exiting the command prompt so that I can clear the screen and start from beginning. Okay, so now why this talking? Yeah, fine. Now let us start. As I started typing in the starting topic 1, everybody said, sir, 1 is a constant. Some people said 1 is an integer. Yes, it is a constant. Yes, it is an integer. I agree with you. But what? How come you go and simply put this in C language? Will it come? It will not come. You see, have I stored this 1 anywhere? Can somebody respond? Did I store 1 somewhere? I simply typed 1, it gave. I have not stored anywhere, right? Everybody who learned Python also kindly respond. Somebody who already learned Python kindly respond. Did I stored 1 somewhere? No, I didn't store, right? Now I will tell you. Okay. 1 is an object. Okay, 1 is an object. Obviously, everything is an object. Bharat, whether he is a faculty or student, I don't know. So kindly, Mr. Bharat, kindly respond. It is an object, but whether I stored Bharat is a student, that's fine. Student or a faculty or a research scholar, it's fine. Mr. Bharat, can somebody can you tell me whether 1, yes, I agree 1 is an object. Did I store this object anywhere? Mr. Bharat? No. Okay. So everybody says no. Now, how to get the address of any object? By using the method ID. So let us use the same thing. ID 1. Oh, sorry. ID of 1. ID of 1. Here 1 is just an constant value, right? Or before going to ID, we always should understand in depth. Oh, so that means somebody told 1 is an object. Yes, they told correctly. Why? Python is saying, yes, boss, 1 is an object of class int. That is fine. But I never stored anything. I never stored as a equal to 1. That's what I am saying. Somebody says, what Sari is talking about storing. What I am telling is, I have not assigned the value 1 to any variable reference object of class integer. Now I will tell ID of 1. Oh my God, it has given a memory location. It has given a memory location. The memory location which you are seeing right now may not be same memory location what you are going to get. See, sometimes if I say a equal to 1, print a, everybody will get 1 only. But ID will give the memory address of your machine. So in case if you are referring the same video again, maybe from the YouTube, so don't worry if you are getting a different value. Okay. Now what do you understand by this? I never store the value 1 in any variable, but still it is giving me the memory address. Somebody is raising hand again. I don't know why they are raising hand. Can somebody? Okay, you are not audible clearly. Am I not audible? If I am not audible, then it's a problem. Voice goes low and high. I am in my campus. Okay, 1 minute. 1 second. If you are facing any difficulty, see, I am in a campus with 10 Gbps dedicated line. So I am not sure why my audio is not clear. Okay, let me continue for Last 2 minutes, some problem now. Okay, fine. Okay, then see, somebody is saying Python has a buffer. Okay, now let us see. If I say a equal to 1, fine, we will agree that it has some buffer. Somebody has responded that Python has a buffer. Okay, partly I will agree with that. Now let us see. A equal to 1. Now if I say print a, obviously it will give 1. If I give print type of a, obviously it will give class integer. Now tell me, the initial one is a constant. It is stored in one location. Now I am giving a different variable, a equal to 1. What is this variable? It is a reference to an object class int. Now let me type id of a. If you wonder if somebody is exactly following my screen, let me draw and highlight the particular one as a constant. You see here 16062852232 and a equal to 1, and if I print id of a, exactly it gives the same location. You see 1, and this is exactly, oh, 1 second. 1 second. So it is matching the same identity. What does it mean? It is matching the same identity. The story does not end here. Now let us see and type something again. So how to stop this text box? Okay. Now the story does not end here. I will say b equal to a. Initially I have taken 1. Then I have assigned a equal to 1. If somebody is not able to see properly because of my annotation, let me again clear the annotation. Now I said b equal to a, and obviously everybody will agree with me. 1 only will come. Everybody will agree with me. Obviously the value or the type will be class int. There is no doubt. Now I will type the identity of b. Now let me start the annotation again. I don't know whether you like the style of my teaching. If you don't like anything, kindly I will give a feedback session after the end of the session, because initially if you are not able to understand the way I am teaching, then I should change my style of teaching so that the sessions will be fruitful. Okay, now you see here this guy as a constant, the reference object variable a and b equal to a, everybody is pointing to the same memory location of my machine. Everybody is stored. What is stored in this? Suppose example, this is a memory. 1 is stored in which location? Exactly in 16062852232. So imagine this is my random access memory in my machine. 1 is stored there. I never stored it, but it is stored by default. When I said a equal to 1, so a is also referring to that. B, when I say b equal to a, b is also referring to that. Okay. Now let me clear the drawings. Now I will tell you one more line and let us try to understand. The beauty of Python internals. What I am actually teaching right now is basics which every engineer should learn. This is not an advanced concept, sir. This is advanced concept. See, advanced concept is a dynamic thing. If you are a MBA candidate who is working for a machine learning, he will not bother about why it is stored, where it is stored. He want, suppose a medical representative who is writing a histogram of his sales and he is presenting to his manager, he will not bother about how it is stored. But an engineer should bother. This is what I am emphasizing here. Foundations are the most crucial thing which will bridge the gap between academy and industry. Many people are thinking in a notion that bridging a gap means, okay, in college they taught only Java, but I am using Python high level programming, so there is a gap. No, I will not agree. I worked as an industry person for 5 years. Now I am a pure academician. I will not agree if any HR manager or a technical senior manager says, you taught Java, but I want Python. That is not the bridge. The bridge is whether we are teaching you the foundations properly or whether teacher teaches or not, it does not matter at all. As a student, as a faculty, as a research scholar, everybody has to learn by themselves. This is just a platform that somebody like me is just exploring the thought process. I will also learn from you, you will also learn from me. Person is not important here. The concept, the depth of foundations that you are laying. Very simple example. When your foundation is strong, you can build a world-class tower on that. When the foundation is weak, to some extent you can grow in your career, but at one point of time, it will collapse completely. Now, I said B equal to 2. Then if I print, some people may wonder why this guy is doing only A equal to 2, B equal to 2. There are a lot of concepts here. Now, if I say type of B, obviously it will be class int. Oh, I by mistake I didn't close. So it will, the 3 dots is nothing but if I don't type the command completely, it will wait. That is the 3 dots. So I closed here. Now, if I say ID of B, if you, let me start the annotation again so that it is easy for you to, when 1 is there, A equal to 1 is there, and B equal to A, all the 3 locations are exactly one and the same, this part. But the moment I said B equal to 2, the location changed. But still 1 and A are still in the same memory location, and then only the B got moved to some other location. This concept is coming from a concept called as INTERNING, interning. You know internship, right? Something like that, intern. Python interning. Somebody responded that Python as a buffer. So as a technical, I agree. I really appreciate that answer. But technically, you should say Python has a cache. CACHE, cache. If a non-computer science background people are there, what is a cache? Cache is part of primary memory, or it can be having a different chip also. Cache is something like this. Suppose you know you are inviting me for a lunch. Example, non-technical example so that you will understand. You are inviting Nagaraju for a lunch. Then you asked me what you want to eat. Then I told I like chicken biryani. Then you will go to the market, bring chicken and prepare chicken biryani and you will give to me. That is a normal procedure. Next time, suppose you called me 10-20 times. I am a close friend of you. Some of my friends are also there in this program, attending the class. They know that how much I am fond of chicken biryani. What they will do when they are calling me for the lunch, by default they will prepare chicken biryani. Imagine thinking that I am going to enjoy the lunch. How they came? Initially, when they called, they started learning the behavior of Nagaraju. This is something called machine learning also, right? a machine will start learning, then it will derive the knowledge and it will predict. Similarly, caching means if you expect something to happen, before it happens, bringing it. Suppose before inviting to me, suppose if I am fond of apple, you will buy 1 kilo apple and you will keep it in the refrigerator. Then the moment if you ask me what do you want, I will say I want to like apple. Then you will not go to market. You will not go to the external memory. You will not go to the secondary memory. You will just give from the refrigerator. Your refrigerator is a cache. Now, sir, suddenly if you change your mind, sir, if you are asking orange, obviously then your machine will predict more. You are learning new things. Okay. So always you know that cache can become a hit, cache can become a miss. So the same caching concept is used in Python. That's why let me clear the annotation. When I wrote one, in the, oh, I think these annotations are bad. 1 second. 1 second. When I gave 1, this is coming from a cache which is maintained by Python. So we are now going to learn about the concepts of Python interning. What concept we are trying to understand? Python interning. In Python interning, we can learn 2 internings, that is integer. What is integer interning? And the next one is string interning. Integer interning is a new concept introduced in Python. String interning is already available in different languages like Java. Okay. Now let us try to understand. Interning means storing the item when loading the Python application. What I mean to say, just remember the value 1606, right? Okay. So let me, yeah, I think you people can remember. It starts with 160, ends with 232. So why I am asking you to, let me exit the, oh, 1 second. Let me exit. Again, I will start the Python. Again, I will not even type. I am not even typing 1. Directly I am typing I1. You see the same location. If somebody is not able to see, in my system, when Python application is now started, it will by default store some integer variables. I am not going to tell you how many variables immediately. Within 5 minutes, we will come to know that. 1 is stored. 1 is stored. Now, where it is stored, let me see this kind of annotation and all. It may take some time because if you are directly in front of me, it will be little easy. So kindly bear with me because I want everybody to understand from the heart. Don't hear from the ear. Always understand from the heart. If some NIT Nagaland students are there who learned C language from me, I think some students are there. They know. I always say, learn the concept from the heart. Even if I exited from the screen, where I exited? Here. I exited. Then I entered here. I again entered here. Then it still refers the same location. Why? Because the Python, when it starts the Python application, there are some integers and strings which are by default stored. This concept is called as Python interning. Right now we are seeing integer interning. So let me take 30 seconds break and I will have some sip of water. So let me open the share and just shared reference for each variable. What does it mean? I am not done yet. Dilip Kumar Kushava sir, Mr. Dilip, So I am not yet done. I am going to explain you. Even if my session is closing here, don't worry. We will extend for 5-10 minutes because the introduction session has taken almost 15 minutes. If you people are okay, I can extend my session for 15 minutes. If not, don't worry. After the morning session, we are going to have the evening session without any problem, right? So now, what I mean to say here is shared objects, shared references. Why it is used, I am going to explain you very much in detail. Okay. Just I am giving a 30 seconds pause here. So you people tell me, are you learning something new? Is the flow okay? Yes, that is a good thing that whenever a student, a faculty, a research scholar, including myself, when they are learning new, that means the knowledge sharing is fruitful. For any presenter, if you people are able to learn something new, that is the most happiest thing for me and for any teacher, I believe. Okay. Now, let me explain you some more concepts. If I say 1, it gave again the same ID. Fine. Now, I will tell you one more interesting topic. A equal to 1. A equal to 1. B equal to 1. So obviously you people know all are in the same memory location, correct? Yes. Now it has written as a tuple because I just, okay, let us talk about tuple in the afternoon, no problem, right? So now you see all the locations are same. That means it is a shared reference. Now 1 is 1. I am typing something else now newly, right? 1 is 1. What is? If somebody knows, that is fine. Is an operator which checks the identity. What is identity? Address, location. So 1 is 1 means what it will do internally is it will take ID of 1. What it will see, 1 is 1. Simple line. What it will do in the Python background, first it will take ID of 1. Again it will take ID of 1. Sir, why it will take 2 times? Left hand side of is 1, right hand side of is 1. So it will take 2 times. Then what it will get? It will get 16062852232 twice. Then it will use the equal to operator internally, and then it returns true. TRUE, T capital, is a Boolean value in Python. Now let us see. 1 second. 1 second. This annotations is little tough. It is going, coming, going, coming. Not clear all drawings. Yeah. Now I am back. 1 is a literal. Did you mean equal to? Okay. 1 is 1. Okay, 1 second. A is B, sorry. A is B. So what it is doing here, when you are writing A is B, when you write, see directly why the 1 is 1 didn't happen. Why? Because it is taking that as a constant literal. So A is B. So A is 1. When you say A is B, what it will do is, it will go, what is the value of A? 1. What is the location of 1? That's what I typed in the annotation. What is the location? Same location. B is also 1. It is also having the same location. Then it is returning true. But if you say A equal to 1, then B equal to 200. Sorry, I'm sorry. Let me exit and again type. Clear the screen, remove the annotations, clear the drawings. Let me start the Python. I am clearing so that it will be visible from the top part of the screen. A equal to, when you said A equal to 1, B equal to 1, when I say A double equal to B, it's a true. Obviously, 1 is equal to 1 value. Equal to will verify the value, but is verify the address locations. So A is B, it's a true. Now let me reassign. A has 257. B equal to 257. Now tell me A double equal to B. What will come? Let me come to the chart. A equal to B, when A equal to 257, B equal to 257, what should come? Yeah, it should come as same address. A equal to B, somebody typed address. Okay, now let me be very clear. Let me come here and what is that annotation? Text. Let me type here. See, A refers to the value. ID of A refers to the identity. So when A equal to 257, B equal to 257, when you say A double equal to B, A and B refers to the value that is 257 here. So somebody typed address, that's why I am writing like this. Now, not the text box. A equal to B gave true. There is no great thing in this. Now I will say A is B. It said false. It said false. Now what you should understand here is the reference object concept, the final conclusion, not final conclusion to some extent. See here, when A equal to 1 is there, okay, when A equal to 1 was there, okay, it came to the location. When B equal to 1 is there, it came to the same location. Okay, that's why A is B. This line gave me the exact true because the identity is true. But when A equal to 257 is there and B equal to 257 is there, then it said, sorry boss, the values are same, but the locations are different. Now what you understand, when I use 1, location was common, but when I use 257, the location was not common. That means all integers are not cached. Only few integers are cached. That is the first concept you should understand. In Python interning, integer interning, all values are not cached in the memory, but only few values are cached. If you want to understand more about this, now let us go to one beautiful program and try to understand some internal concepts. I will take 30 seconds break here. So, because I just want to take a pause to drink some water, right? Because it is an online session, we will not get any chance to have a break. So you people also can take a break of 30 seconds. And if you want to chat, you can also chat. Are you able to understand? See, I keep on asking, are you able to understand? Because most of you are listening to me for the first time. Maybe some NIT Nagaland, my faculty are there, my students are there, some research scholars are there. Maybe they know my way of teaching, so they may be very comfortable. So you people have to give me a online response so that I will understand. Yeah, somebody told, Dilip Kumar Kushawaz told, exceeds the range. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, we will talk about that, sir. I think Dilip is a student. It's okay. Whoever it is. So now we are going to understand how many integers are stored. Obviously, it is proved here 1 is stored, 257 is not stored. Okay, so if I directly say something like this, okay, a traditional way of teaching in Python, -5 to 256 are cached. I don't like this kind of explanation at all. So that's why I am typing a equal to 1 and a equal to -250. The truth is, in Python, the integers -5 to 256 are cached when you load the Python in your machine. Load the Python means not installing the Python, my dear friends. When you start the Python application, what is this -5? Why it is doing like this? Okay, let us see. In Python interning, now you need to understand there are two different versions of Python. I don't know if somebody of you know already, then it is a repeat class. If you are learning something new, this is entirely a new topic. C Python, and next one is J Python. It is called as Zython. Okay. So what is C Python, sir? C Python means implemented in C language. Python runtime is Java. I think you people will know. If you are from a non-computer science background, never heard about Java, C language, Python. C is a very strong language. I think everybody knows C language, right? So Java, I think everybody knows. No need to worry. There are two versions of Python. All of a sudden, if somebody is learning something new, what is this C Python, Java Python? Now I will execute some commands and show you what Python I am executing. If you are knowing already, that is fine. Now let us see what kind of Python I am using. Okay, so there is one package. 1 minute. 1 minute. Sorry for the disturbance. I got some important call, but I disconnected it. Yeah. Now, in Python, there is one package called as platform. So import platform. If somebody is new to this statement, in C language, #include stdio.h is there, right? Similarly, Python by default have some packages installed when you are installing any Python version. So platform is one package which comes by default. What is the fact it is successful? If it does not throw any error, it has imported the package platform. Okay. So in platform package, there is one method called as platform underscore version. Now you see, it said 3.8.3. What is this 3.8.3? If you people can follow my screen properly, you will be able to say this Python 3.3. It comes here. So by default, it will give. But if you really want to know what kind of Python I am using, so you can also use a method called as platform.python. What is this platform dot, sir? Inside the platform package, there is a method called as Python underscore version. Okay, today afternoon we will see different concepts of functions. That time I will explain you more. Okay, now one more one more thing is available here. That is platform dot Python underscore implementation. Python underscore implementation. Okay, I think spelling mistake. Implementation. Now you see beautifully it says, Nagaraju, you are actually using C Python. So most likely the by default, whatever you are installing, they are C Python only. If you want Python, you can also work on Python also. Now you see the commands, whatever I am typing here, basically will be converted to C language statements in the background. That is called as C Python. So the integer interning, which why I am talking about this C Python version now, the Python interning, what I am teaching to you is only applicable to C Python. And obviously when you are installing Python and using it, everybody will get the same concept. Everybody will get the same concept. Okay. So now let us move ahead. Are you able to understand what I am saying? Are you able to understand? Is there any difficulty? Okay. Some people are asking, sir, why you are using this platform? You can also do type Python. Somebody asked me, okay. Somebody asked me a question. I want to clarify. Type is data type. Somebody asked a question, so let me answer that. Okay. Type of method is data type. But here I am asking the implementation type of the entire Python. I am not asking the data type of Python. That I hope you are clear. Somebody who asked that question, am I clear? How can we change implementation from C? See, when you install, SciPython is installed. Manisha Jangra. Okay, my dear student or faculty, so Miss Manisha, you can't directly change. You can also go back and what will be the effect of execution speed? Yeah. I think don't rush in asking the doubts. I am not yet done. When I am done with Python interning, you ask me the executing speed. I am going to show you why interning is required. I didn't teach till now. Okay. So type of Python will give the data type of the object. Here I am talking about the entire holistic Python's implementation type. Okay. So that's why I am using the platform package. Fine. Now let us go back. Let me exit and clear the screen again. And 1 second, clear the screen and go to annotation. Clear the annotation again. It will take some time for me to clear the annotation because it is completely online. Again, go back to here. I have to tell you one more small concept. Okay. So with the kind request, the time right now is 11:50. I might take till 12:15. I will not stop. Okay. If in case if you are very uncomfortable, I request you to be patient because if I stop interning here and if I again start in the afternoon session, flow may not be good. Okay. Let me stop the at least till integer interning here. Afternoon, we will start with string interning and then we will go to other topics. Fine. Now, when you said 1 and you say type of 1, it is class int. Obviously, no doubt in that. You all know typecasting in C language, C++, Java. If somebody is hearing for the first time what is typecasting, typecasting means changing the data type of a variable or an object. Sir, why we have to change, sir? See, sometimes you may give a equal to 3.14. Now everybody will tell me the type is float, If I say print A or simply A, it will give type of 4. I can change this particular thing into integer also. By default, I have given it as a float, A equal to 3.14. I can forcibly change. I can forcibly change the data type. Sir, why should you forcibly change, sir? I will tell you now. I can say int of A. Now, integer is a method here. Int is a method. That's why. What is a method? Whenever you see open parenthesis and close parenthesis, obviously it will be a method. So int, what I am talking about closing parenthesis, whatever you see these two, like this, it is a method. So int is a method which converts anything means float or string into a integer object. Sir, what is this, sir? Let us see that now. I hope you people are understanding. The moment I converted integer of A, it has truncated .14, 0.14, and what it has thrown, it has. Now you understand why I am telling this concept, because if you want to understand integer interning, you should also know typecasting. Now you type the type of A, it is still a floating point object only, but it is converting and it is only throwing you. It is not storing that, it is not removing the floating point object. Just for playing with the type conversions, we have to use integer of A, something like that, str of. Str means it will convert whatever you give inside, it will convert a string. Here nothing I gave, so empty string came. You can say floating point of. See, by default, when you are not giving anything, it gives 0.0. Integer of, it gives by default 0. Now I will make use of these things and I will explain you why -5 and 256 are only, means -5 to 256 are cached in the Python. Okay, let me clear the screen and stop the annotations. Go into Python again. I type ID of 1. Now the different ID is coming because I closed the Python and opened it again, because in between when I stopped the session, I just did that. Now you see ID of both are 1, correct or not? Both are 1, but the first one is integer, the second one is string. Only the integer one is cached. You see, again, if I type A ID of 1, the same location comes. I say A equal to 1 and B equal to A, ID of A, the same location comes, ID of B, same location comes. Here what I mean to say is string 1 is not cached. Only the integer object 1 is cached. Then why you typed this integer ID of 1, sir? Unnecessarily you are confusing. Let us see one more small line. Okay. This part had not this. Okay. This ID, even though it is 1, it is a string, but this is different. Okay. Now let us see the typecasting part. 1 second. Let me do the typecasting. What is 1? It is a string. Now I am going to change what I have done here. I am converting the single quote 1 as an integer. Are you able to understand? If you are still not able to understand somebody, let me type like this. A equal to 1, it is a string, ID of A location came, right? Even this location is also exactly same as the previous 592, the second marked one. Okay. Now, if I say print integer of A, what is A? A equal to single quote 1. It is a string. If you have any doubt, let us type what is A. A is a string. Now, I will type, sorry, I will forcibly change that to integer. So A is a string. I am saying int of A. So forcibly change. Now what value came? 1. A 1 without single quote is an integer. A 1 with double quote is a string. Okay. See, I could have directly opened the program which I executed, but you will not get, you will get so much of confusions. Okay. That's why I am first typing it here so that you will get easy understanding of the program which I am going to show in another 5 minutes. Okay. What I am doing here, print the address of converted integer of string A. That's what the line says. Print ID means I want the address. Whose address? I don't want the address of A. I don't want the address of A. I want the converted address of A. Initially, what is A? A is a string. I still marked it. Oh, 1 second. Now, let me clear the annotation and I will explain you what exactly I am emphasizing on. See here. Oh, I have to draw in a reverse. See here. ID of 1. The location is something 178. But the ID of string 1 is 592. Fine. Now, what is 1 here in A? It is a string. That's why this particular 592 is matching here. String interning I didn't tell you, so don't worry about this. We will come in the afternoon session. Now, when you said, boss, I want the address, whose address? A's address, but not the string A address. Convert that to integer and give me the address. Then exactly it gave this address. Try to understand this line. If you still don't understand, let me open the, that means when you take an integer 1, it gave an address. If you take even a string as 1 and convert to that integer, this fellow again is sharing the object of integer. Okay, we are all talking about integer interning. Okay, now finally, I want not as a theory. In a theory, what I told, in a theory, -5 to 256 is cached. Okay, why? The second question, why? I will tell why after explaining you the program. Let us see whether this is true or false. Whether it is true or false. Now let me open the program. Okay, so I will just take a 30-minute, sorry, not 30 minutes, don't worry, 30 seconds gap. Let me open integer caching.py. There is a program. There is a program here. Now don't worry much about each and every line. Whenever I open a program and write, I am going to explain you. If I open a practiced program from my machine, I am not going to leave each and any line. Okay, don't worry about it. Let me take a small gap and let me ask, are you comfortable? Okay, let me now come to the session. Now, you already saw what is platform. I want to show you exactly from a program also. I think in the command prompt we know import platform, right? Then I have used Python version. I used Python implementation. So for that purpose, I wrote a small lines here. Okay, let me come to the print statement again. What is import platform? Line says, line number 1, import platform is a package. We are importing all the methods, all the functions available. Okay. Now, I have taken two objects, right? Two variables, cache begin, cache end. You can say a equal to a comma also, a equal to 0, b equal to 0, but always use a meaningful object names, variable names. Okay, so at this point, if you say print cache begin and if you say print cache end, obviously it will print 0 and 1. Now, if anybody is new to programming languages, okay, for is a loop. For is a loop. What is a loop? If you want to do multiple, if you want to do some part multiple number of times, then we use loop. Okay, so if somebody is well versed to I equal to 0 semicolon I less than n I plus plus, you will write like this, right? Something 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 junk. This is a C language syntax, but the syntax of Python is little bit different. Concept is same. Okay. For I, what is I? A very iterator. I is a iterator. What is iterator, sir? Iterator is nothing but a control variable which will go through the multiple iterations, multiple cycle 1, cycle 2, cycle 3. Okay. So what I am doing in line number 5, I think I annotate. What exactly I am doing here is, sir, why you gave minus 500 to 0? As I already know that Python integers are starting caching from minus 5. So just like that, I gave minus 500 so that you will understand from minus 500, we will verify whether it is cached or not to 0. Okay. So for I in range, range means range is a method, something like that. It will start from minus 500 and it will go to n minus 1. What I mean to say, if you, if you say range of 5 comma 100, it will start from 5, loop will start and it will go to 99. That means range, if you give x comma y, it will start from x, go till y minus 1. That is the concept of range. So here it will not go to 0, it will go to 0 minus 1, that is minus 1. That means I am verifying from which negative number the caching starts. That's the logic here. So I am verifying minus 500 to minus 1. Okay. Now I explained so much concepts in this part only for you to understand the next line. If you understand line number 6, there ends the conversion, intern topic. Okay. So let us be very careful. Somebody may get confused here. What is happening? What is I? I is an integer. But what I am doing here, 1 second. If somebody gets confusion where I am talking about, this annotation. Yeah, I think. Yeah, no problem. I will get accustomed with this annotation. What I am doing here, I have taken I. By default, it will be an integer. Why? Because I starts from minus 500 to minus 1. Okay. I starts from -1. So what I am doing here is, first I am converting the I to string. That means -500 will be converted to a string -500. Sir, what you are talking -500 as a string, sir? Let us come here. Let us come here. Let us start the thing. Okay. 1 second. Oh, clear the screen and start from the beginning. I mean to say -500 is an integer, but this is a string. ID of 500 is something. ID of -500 is something. That means what? 500, if I say ID of, I am converting here. You see, I am converting integer of 500 and getting the ID. So here you have to concentrate on two things. That is, oh, -500, sorry. It's okay, 1 minute. So I typed a little wrong, so forgive me. ID, 1 second. ID, annotation, yeah, ID of -500. What we want to prove, whether -500 is cached or not. For that, what logic we are using is ID of -500. If it is a string, obviously they are different. But what I am doing here, integer of ID, address of, identity of, integer of -500. Now you see here, let me highlight here. It proves here -500 as integer and -500 taken as a string converted back to integer is giving a different value. Somebody wonders what I am pointing to. See here, ID as integer -500 and the same string converted to integer. At this point of time, here the output is giving for -500 as a string converted to integer. Both are, this is different, this is different. That means -500 is not cached. How can you say like this, sir? You are doing some gambling, sir. What is a converted string integer and all? Let me take 256 or -5. Let me take -5. Let me take ID of -5. It gives 160 something something. Then I will take the string -5. Obviously, it will be different. No problem. Now I will take the identity of, convert the string -5 and give me the identity. Oh my God. Now you people will be happy to know the difference of -500 as a string converted to integer. Different locations came. See here, 1 second. The location here is different and a converted location here is different. But if I take -5 as a integer, even if I take -5 as a string and convert to integer, it gives this. Oh, sorry, here, this one. And oh my God, I am very poor in my drawing. So please forgive me for that. Let us see. ID as a integer and ID of a string converted to integer is giving same. Whereas a number, 1 second, this part, 500 and a converted integer -500 never giving, oh, Same. Not same. So I am using exactly this particular logic. Okay. Now let me explain the program. See, the logic is only one line, but that to understand, you should. Why I am explaining this much? Whenever you write a program or whenever you take any program from the internet, don't execute the program unless until you know, oh my God, everything in that particular program. So what I am doing here, now you people will understand. Minus 500, Venkatesh has raised a hand. So give me only 2 minutes now. If I think the time is getting up, I'm very sorry guys. Just give me 5 minutes time maximum. Okay. So minus 500 I am passing to str of, and I am converting that to integer, and that particular location I am verifying with I. What is this? I am talking about exactly this particular thing. See, ID, imagine this minus 5 is I. I am verifying I is means identity with the converted integer of I. If it is giving same location, that means cache will begin from there. That is what I am doing here. If I in sixth line is integer of string of I, first I am converting the minus 500 to the string, again converting back to the int and verifying both the locations are same. If both are same, then I am storing that particular value I in cache begin. Here what will happen? I will tell you. First it will take minus 500. Then ID of minus 500 is, I am explaining line number 6. I think I should explain exactly there. 1 minute. I am very sorry, I may take 5 minutes extra or 10 minutes extra because the first session has an inauguration which has taken my time. So I am very sorry for that. But anyways, we are, as long as we are learning. Where is this annotation, boss? 1 second, sorry. I am using Zoom annotation first time, so I am taking some time. Here I am explaining you. Initially loop starts with 500. So if I is means what? Forget about if is testing a condition. Minus 500, not minus 500. When you say is will verify identity. So what is doing in the background? ID of my 100 is that basically it will verify, change the I as string first. It will change the I as a string. Then it will give a different location, converting that into again integer. Then verifying whether these two locations are same. Obviously minus 500 will not be same. It will keep on trying, minus 499, minus so many, 300, 200, 100 comes to 10, 90, 70. Finally, when it will come to minus 6 also, it will be different. Exactly when it comes to minus 5, both will match. My program will come out. Not program, the first loop will come out. Then what will happen? It will start. That means at this point of time, oh sorry, here it will stop the loop at minus 5, break. Similar loop I started for cache ending. It began at minus 5. Obviously when this program is going on, when it is became minus 5, break will come. So next part I am starting cache ending. I am going to the positive number till 500. So minus 500 to 500 I am going. Same concept. Here is not. If it is not equal, I should end the cache. Initially, where it is starting, I have to verify the equality. That's why I used is in line number 6. Now, if you want to go to the ending range, I have to go to when if it is not equal, increment, 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 increment. When it is not equal, exactly stop, then you will get the beginning and ending. Okay. Now the last 2 minutes of my class, let me explain the last two print statements, and I will stop the. Oh, nice. I stopped the sharing. Sorry, I have to stop the annotation. Now what I am doing here, you know, in Python, so I am giving Python version curling brace, curling brace. What is this curling brace doing here? Many of you will know, so I will not concentrate more. This first curling brace comes from this part. So, you know, Python.platform version means Python version colon, that particular version will come. Next curling brace, I am writing implementation colon. This is a string. This is a string. You can say my Python implementation is, like that you can write. So the second curling brace is coming from here. Similarly, now cache begin will have -5 or anything. We will see. I said -5. Let us see what will come. I am saying the implementation caches integers. Here -5 will come. Whatever is ending, here ending will come. Now let us execute this program. I think I have to close the annotation, clear the drawing, save the program. Now you see here red mark. So I save the program. Now I will come back, exit the command prompt, clear the screen, py integer caching.py, it will execute. Yeah, what is the first 00? I just unnecessarily put the print statement just for your understanding. So initially I have taken begin as 0, end as 0. Then it started the loop and exactly caching begins from, now you see my Python version is 3.8.3, implementation is C Python. It caches things from -5 to 256. Now I am stopping the session here because it is already, I took 20 minutes extra time. Okay. Our session starts at 3:30 and I will tell, somebody is asking, Manisha is asking why I-1. See, that is the Python range method does. It will go from X to N-1. Okay. So that is the Python syntax. The range function starts from X to whatever number you are giving, after that it will go 1. So if you want to go till 11, you have to give 12. Sir, once you show program, yes, I will show the program. My session stops here. Many questions will come. Hey, why -5 to 256? Why not -6? Why not -256? Somebody will say, first of all, what is the benefit of this? In the afternoon session, we will start exactly where I stopped. I will tell you the string interning and I will explain you one more program, how the execution is going to affect in terms of CPU clock cycles. Okay, I am stopping the session here. Don't worry if you still have any doubts why it is there. We are going to see in the next session. Okay, now I will stop talking. Now you people can ask me if anything is there, doubts and all, if the feedback is, if you want to give any feedback. See, I am requesting you, if you are not able to follow, please tell me in the first session, because I am not a marketing person here, so that I will get some kind of money from the session. I am very openly telling. I am here to share my knowledge. If you don't understand what I am speaking, I am not the loser. You are the loser. Why? Because you are spending a lot of time in Corona pandemic and you are listening to someone. If it does not make any sense, I think better you should not listen, or I should change the way I am speaking to you. So you people can also share with me or share with the college authorities. Is it okay? I can All my sessions will be like this. Elaborated explanation of each and every line. Yeah, somebody is asking that software names. By default, you install Python, C Python will be installed. Go to the internet, and if you want to understand what is Zython, you can go and you can also install the Zython also. There are so many softwares available which are Python implementation. Don't worry about that. By default, when you are installing the Python, I think C Python only will come. Okay. Then any more doubts? Now you can unmute yourself and you can ask if anything is there. If no doubts are there, I will still wait for 5 minutes or 10 minutes for you. Then we will discontinue the session and we will start the session again in the afternoon 3:30.